Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. The NFL world woke up to absolute shockwaves today as reports emerged that the New England Patriots have officially secured DeAndre Hopkins in what insiders are calling one of the most aggressive and game-changing acquisitions of the decade. For weeks, rumors had swirled around Foxborough about Bill Belichick's desire to bring in a proven playmaker, someone capable of turning a stagnant offense into a legitimate powerhouse. Now, with Hopkins wearing Patriots colors, it seems the plan has become reality. This move doesn't just bring a superstar to New England. It signals a major shift in the franchise's direction, one that could redefine the team's offensive identity heading into the next season. After years of uncertainty and inconsistency at the wide receiver position, the Patriots might finally have found the spark they've been missing since the departure of Tom Brady. Fans are already flooding social media, calling this move the rebirth of the Patriots dynasty. And honestly, it's hard to disagree. Hopkins' arrival is more than a signing. It's a statement, a declaration that New England is tired of mediocrity and ready to make noise again in the AFC East. Behind the scenes, sources suggest this deal didn't come easy. Negotiations reportedly stretched late into the night over the past week, with both sides playing a delicate game of patience and persuasion. Hopkins, who had been weighing multiple offers from contending teams, including the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, ultimately chose New England for reasons that go beyond money. Word around league circles is that he wanted a place where he could be the guy, the focal point of an offense, rather than just another piece of an already loaded puzzle. Belichick, ever the master strategist, knew exactly how to sell that vision. He pitched Hopkins on legacy, leadership, and the chance to bring the Patriots back to prominence. There's talk that Hopkins was swayed by conversations about how Randy Moss once transformed New England's offense overnight back in 2007. The message was clear: you could be the next Moss. And for a player as prideful and hungry as Hopkins, that challenge might have been impossible to resist. The money, of course, speaks volumes too. Reports are swirling that the contract is worth in the neighborhood of $54 million over 3 years, with $32 million guaranteed, a massive commitment for a Patriot organization that's traditionally conservative when it comes to big money deals for wideouts. But this time, they couldn't afford to play it safe. Belichick and the front office seem to understand that the league has shifted. Explosive offenses win games, and if you want to compete with juggernauts like the Bills, Chiefs, and Bengals, you need elite talent on the perimeter. The investment in Hopkins isn't just financial. It's philosophical. It's a signal that New England is willing to adapt, evolve, and push all chips to the center of the table. And that, more than anything, might be the true shocker of this entire saga. The Patriots, once defined by their system-first mentality, are now putting their faith in a superstar to lead them back to glory. In the locker room, early reactions are reportedly electric. Quarterback Mac Jones, who's faced heavy criticism over his development and leadership, finally has a legitimate number one target to work with. Insiders say Jones personally reached out to Hopkins multiple times during the negotiation process, emphasizing his commitment to earning trust and building chemistry. That personal touch might have been a decisive factor. Players close to Hopkins say he appreciated Jones' humility and hunger, a reminder that sometimes the greatest partnerships in football are built not on fame, but on mutual respect and drive. Coaches believe this pairing could unlock a new dimension of the Patriots' offense, one that blends precision, tempo, and creativity in ways we haven't seen in years. Suddenly, the AFC East looks a little less predictable. The Patriots, written off by many as an afterthought, might be ready to crash the party again. And it's all because they landed a player who refuses to settle for average. Fans are reacting with a mixture of disbelief and celebration. Gillette Stadium's official store reportedly saw a surge in pre-orders for Hopkins jerseys within hours of the announcement, and social media is ablaze with memes, reactions, and predictions. Some are calling this Belichick's revenge, a final push to prove that he still has the magic touch in roster building. Others are more cautious, reminding everyone that star signings don't always translate to instant success, especially in New England's disciplined, complex system. But one thing's undeniable. This move injects life back into a fan base that's been yearning for excitement. It's the kind of headline that reignites conversations around water coolers, podcasts, and sports bars. The Patriots aren't just relevant again, they're fascinating. And for a team that spent years searching for an identity in the post-Brady era, that in itself is a monumental win. Now, all eyes turn to training camp, where the Real story begins. Still, beneath all the hype, questions linger about how this new dynamic will play out. Hopkins is known for his fiery competitiveness and his outspoken confidence, traits that can be both inspiring and challenging within the Patriots' famously no-nonsense culture. Will Belichick's do-your-job philosophy mesh with Hopkins' bold personality? Or will sparks fly if expectations clash? That's the million-dollar question. But if there's one thing Belichick thrives on, it's managing strong personalities and extracting the best from them. Think about how he handled players like Randy Moss, Corey Dillon, and even Rob Gronkowski in their prime, all dynamic talents with equally strong personas. The formula worked before, and it could work again. What's certain is that the Patriots have just become one of the most intriguing teams to watch this season. With Hopkins now in a mix, Foxborough feels electric again, and the rest of the league can't stop talking about it. As details continue to unfold, the whispers around the league are turning into full-blown chatter. Some insiders claim this deal was weeks in the making, with Belichick personally overseeing every stage of negotiation. Apparently, the Patriots head coach had been studying Hopkins' film long before official talks began, convinced that his route-running precision and contested catch dominance could thrive in New England's structured offense. Sources even suggest that Belichick sent a personal message to Hopkins early on, outlining exactly how he'd be utilized, not just as a deep threat, but as the heartbeat of the passing game. The comparison to Randy Moss wasn't just symbolic, it was strategic. Belichick reportedly told Hopkins that his arrival could reshape the culture of the locker room, giving younger players a model of elite preparation and discipline. Whether you love or hate the Patriots, you can't deny that this feels like the most Belichickian move in years, a mix of boldness, brains, and sheer confidence that could either redefine a franchise or backfire spectacularly. Across the NFL, rival executives are reacting with a mix of respect and anxiety. Some believe this is exactly the kind of aggressive move New England needed to escape mediocrity, while others suspect it's a gamble fueled by desperation. The truth probably lies somewhere in between. The Patriots' offense has been painfully vanilla the past few seasons, and without a reliable go-to receiver, Mac Jones has struggled to find rhythm or identity. Bringing in Hopkins changes that instantly. He commands double coverage, forces defenses to adjust, and opens up space for everyone else. For players like Kendrick Bourne, Demario Douglas, and Hunter Henry, this could be a career-defining opportunity. Suddenly, New England has spacing, balance, and threat diversity, elements that have been sorely missing since the Brady era. Analysts are already drawing up mock lineups, envisioning how offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt might deploy Hopkins in motion, in the slot, or isolated on the boundary. The possibilities are endless, and so is the excitement. Still, some skepticism lingers around how Hopkins' age and mileage might factor into his long-term impact. At 33, he's no longer the spring-loaded leaper who dominated corners a few years back, but his football IQ, body control, and route precision remain world-class. He's evolved, much like Larry Fitzgerald did in his later years, relying more on technique and anticipation than raw athleticism. Belichick, ever the historian, surely knows this. He doesn't need Hopkins to be the fastest guy on the field. He needs him to be the smartest. That's why insiders say this signing wasn't just about production, it was about leadership. The Patriots locker room has been searching for an alpha presence, someone to command respect and set the tone. Hopkins fits that mold perfectly, and if he can help elevate Jones, stabilize the offense, and teach young receivers how to win tough battles, his impact could extend far beyond the stat sheet. This is a culture-defining move, not just a tactical one. In the AFC East, the ripple effects are already being felt. The Bills, Jets, and Dolphins now have to prepare for a Patriots team with legitimate offensive firepower. The Jets, in particular, are reportedly keeping tabs on the move, worried that New England's resurgence could tighten an already brutal division race. Imagine those matchups. Hopkins lined up against Sauce Gardner, with Belichick scheming mismatches every snap. Football fans are salivating at the possibilities. Meanwhile, Buffalo's secondary, already stretched thin, has to account for a veteran receiver who thrives in clutch moments. It's almost poetic. After years of watching rivals collect star power, New England finally joins the arms race. And make no mistake, this move is as psychological as it is tactical. For the first time in a long time, the Patriots are not the ones chasing headlines. They're creating them. It feels like the start of something big, maybe even a new chapter in Belichick's legendary career. As for Hopkins himself, sources close to the player say he's re-energized and focused like never before. After difficult stints and trade rumors in Arizona and Tennessee, he's reportedly motivated to prove that he's still elite, that he can dominate on the biggest stage and silence doubters. Friends describe him as laser-locked on preparation, spending extra hours studying the Patriots playbook and working with trainers in Foxborough. There's even talk that he plans to move full-time to Massachusetts to immerse himself completely in the culture. If true, that speaks volumes about his mindset. Hopkins has always been a technician, obsessed with mastering his craft. Pair that with Belichick's discipline, and it's easy to see why people are whispering about a comeback story in the making. This might not just be another veteran signing. It could be the spark that reignites both a career and a franchise. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Ultimately, this move feels like destiny meeting opportunity. The Patriots needed a star to rally around, and Hopkins needed a franchise willing to bet on him one more time. Together, they form a partnership built on hunger, legacy, and mutual redemption. Whether it ends in triumph or heartbreak, one thing's certain. The NFL just got a whole lot more interesting. New England's quiet, methodical rebuild has officially taken a thunderous step forward, and the rest of the league is officially on notice. Fans can already picture it. A crisp autumn evening in Foxborough, the crowd roaring, Hopkins streaking down the sideline, making an impossible catch that reminds everyone why he's one of the greats. It's the kind of moment Patriots Nation has been waiting for since Brady's exit. And now, with Hopkins in the mix, that moment suddenly feels inevitable. Finally, the overarching buzz around Tyreek Hill is reaching near mythical proportions, blending rumor, analysis, and fan fervor into a spectacle that transcends traditional sports coverage. The combination of his confirmed signing, strategic integration, and the unpredictable nature of football performance has created a narrative that feels almost cinematic, with every practice, scrimmage, and press conference adding new layers of intrigue. Fans are constructing elaborate scenarios predicting touchdowns, record-breaking plays, and game-winning drives, while analysts explore defensive countermeasures, alignment shifts, and statistical probabilities. Social media is flooded with reactions, from memes celebrating his speed to heated debates about his potential impact, amplifying both excitement and tension in equal measure. Meanwhile, the Patriots organization is managing expectations internally, ensuring that the hype translates into disciplined execution rather than distraction. The interplay of talent, strategy, and narrative drama positions Hill's move as a defining moment for both the team and the league, a story that will dominate discussion from preseason through playoffs. In essence, every rumor, speculation, and analysis converges to form a single, electrifying narrative. Tyreek Hill is in New England, and the ripple effects of his arrival are poised to reshape the NFL landscape, creating anticipation, suspense, and excitement that will captivate fans and analysts alike for months to come. On the Patriots side, the locker room reportedly hums with a mix of anticipation, curiosity, and determination as coaching staff and players envision how Hill's dynamic abilities could be leveraged to maximize scoring opportunities. Team meetings reportedly emphasize adaptability, communication, and situational awareness, ensuring that Hill's integration enhances, rather than disrupts, established strategies. Observers note that the Patriots' decision-making process reflects a willingness to embrace calculated risks in pursuit of competitive advantage, a hallmark of their historically successful approaches to team building. Speculation abounds regarding how Hill's presence might influence quarterback decision-making, the pacing of offensive drives, and even special team strategies, highlighting the multifaceted impact a single player can exert on organizational performance. Analysts and media outlets are already running simulations and predictive models, assessing how Hill's unique combination of speed, agility, and field awareness could alter game outcomes against both divisional and conference rivals. Rumors further suggest that Hill's arrival may catalyze additional player movements, free agent signings, or even trade considerations, amplifying the ripple effects across the league. As anticipation grows, the Patriots fan base has been electrified by the prospect of witnessing a transformative player in action, potentially reshaping expectations for the season and fueling renewed excitement for a franchise with a storied history of competitive excellence and strategic ingenuity. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.